I want to tell, you guys remember Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are we all that generation?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to start by saying, submitted for the approval of the Story Slam Society. I'd like to present to you a story I'm going to call, I Guess He Was Raised Right. All right, so this is about my 5th grade Halloween, and my friends from home and I, it was one of the first years that we've been able to trick or treat without parental supervision. And that's really where you kind of see who's who, because are you going to trick or are you going to treat? We were all wearing the same Halloween costume that year, which was the mask from the movie Scream, which everyone just wore. It was just that gay bay mask, or sometimes it was just like the blank hood where you couldn't see anyone's face, which was sort of, it's like a scary costume because you don't know who's behind it, right? And even though it's a small town, people got beaten up on Halloween and stuff like that, so we need to be careful. So I was so chubby. I was the chubbiest boy. All I wanted to do this Halloween was get the most candy that we could, and then go to someone's house and I could trade out the candy I didn't like for the candy that I did. And my sister was notorious for hating Almond Joys, and they were my favorite, and so I would always lie about how much I wanted them because I knew I could cast off some loser dum-dums or something that I didn't really want that much. I would eat so much candy. This was my first or second year trick-or-treating with angsty young boys. We went out and we started, and we were running from house to house. We were getting the most candy we could. I was so sweaty, and it was upstate New York, and it was cold, and the sweat was freezing to me. And I wanted to just keep going, and then they're like, we got eggs. And I was like, what do we need eggs for? We don't need eggs, there's candy to be gotten. And so we're walking past a park, and they run into the park, and we're knocking over garbage cans and throwing stuff around, and I'm looking at this line of houses with their porch lights on, and I'm like, we could be there. They may have Reese's peanut butter. They may have Twizzlers. We're strewing this garbage around the playground where kids are going to come the next day and see the havoc that was made by a bunch of kids on Halloween. And they got eggs and they're going to throw them at people's houses. And I'm so stressed out because all I wanted to do, Halloween has always been my favorite holiday. And all I wanted to do was get candy. Come on. Corey Schachter, you're going to grow up to own your own Verizon store. Matt LePenis, you're going to travel the world and marry some girl that you teach English with in South America, and then I'm going to go to your wedding this year. You don't need to do this. Matt Richless, I'm not going to talk to you after 10th grade anyway. What's going on? Nick Feely, we were going to be really good friends and live together our freshman year of college, and then you're going to do that thing that was really mean, and then we're never going to talk, but now we're going to miss each other's friendship. And I think that you write for a newspaper in Florida, but I don't know. But that night we were demons. We were demons. We destroyed, we were destructive. And I left the group. Everybody was so bad, and I left the group, and I left the group crying. As a little kid, just crying by myself. And I went back to the playground and I picked up all the garbage and I put it in the garbage cans. And then that was at the bottom of the street I lived on. So then I walked all the way up the street with a bag half full of candy. I could have gotten twice the candy that I had gotten. And I was crying the whole way up the street. And I got home and I said, Mom, we did all these things. And I picked up the candy, or I picked up the garbage. And she was like, you did what? And she turned off the lights and gave me the rest of the candy in the punch bowl. And then I traded candy with my sister that year. And the next year I decided that I wasn't going to go with them, but I was going to go the candy hungry crowd.